So I spent a little while trying to buy just cheap junk that we can donate to try to upgrade our troops. And we've got a lot of them in like the mid tier now, at least. We don't have a whole lot of high tier. Also don't have a whole lot of the low tier. Well, no, I take that back. There's still a lot of low tier, but this is going to take a while. A lot more than I thought. It's more than the base game. So I think RBM changes the amount of XP that you need to get up to the higher tiers, which is good in some sense, but it's also bad in the sense that the AI just gets these upgrades, I feel like, because we've been fighting against some pretty crazy high tier armies. So, but anyways, I think before we do another one of those actions where we commit to a big fight, I'd like to get all of our companions up, all their armies leveled up to a higher tier. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and give these guys to one of our companions. We'll do the same thing. We'll get everybody out with their army, and then they can defend just a big town until they can get all their troops leveled up. Since we're not going to go around and pick up elite troops only, because it's so hard to get them. Like if you look through all our list, we probably have like 10% or less are elite troops, and I spent a while doing it too. So yeah, they're pretty hard to find, which is good. I'm glad that the mod did that. They should be pretty rare, and it should take a long time to build up an army of all noble line troops. So anyways, let's go ahead and set up our army. So first thing, who do we want? Etzalino, let's do that. We'll give him everybody. So yeah, we got 105 troops here. And you know what I'm going to do is, let's adjust some settings here. So I think we'll go even less, maybe like 20% and 80%. So 20% melee, 80% ranged. So that way we don't get caught out with our pants down against those ranged troops that just completely destroyed us. So if we can do that, I think we'll be in better shape. And then I'm also going to adjust some options here. This one? Yeah, so recruit when troops are below, and I'm going to move this all the way down to like 1%. That's fine. So I don't want them ever recruiting troops. I want them to stay where they are. Dismiss unwanted troops when above. Let's put that at like maybe 90% because I don't really want them getting rid of their troops. Buy horses. I keep adjusting that, but they keep changing it for some reason. And then fallback order. Yeah, we'll just leave it on none. That's fine. So let's let this guy defend Amatatis. Defend Amatatis. There you go. That's your only job. And because they are never going to fall below 1% of their troops, they should never leave this town. Because the problem I was having is when I was starting an army, they would leave to try and recruit. If they stay in town, they will recruit, right? As soon as they... Oh, Gorlock joined us. Sweet. So we can get another one going. As soon as they get the daily tick, they will gobble up all the troops. See, and Zelino, he just recruited again. Is there... Yeah, there's still people here, so he should be recruiting all these guys, but that's all right. Let's go get our second party started. We'll throw them down. We'll get them in another town. We'll get all three parties, and then, like I said, we'll go through and try and get them leveled up, at least to a reasonable amount. I don't know. And, you know, actually, now that I think about it, I don't really like this. Can I do it without having a party composition? Like, can they ignore the party composition? Because I don't really care what troops they have. I'd rather them follow this, but I don't want them deleting units. Like, that's really dumb. Dismiss unwanted troops when above 99%. So that basically means that they will not delete units. Yeah, that's fine. They'll delete like 1 or 2 units at a time. So that basically means they won't change. So that should probably fix that issue. Let's keep going. Let's get this second party started here in Jalmares. All right, and I know we did get another guy... Gorlock. So let's have him get started. We got 78 troops for him, not quite full. There we go. Gorlock's in there recruiting troops on his own now. And then we'll do our last one. Do we even have him in our party? So there's Gorlock. There's Ezelino. And then who was the last one? Fran. Fran Galvez is in our party as well. So yeah, let's get him going. And then what we'll do is we'll go out. We'll try and fight some noble parties. We're not going to do any big defenses. Oh boy. There's a big... mercenary faction right there. Yeah, look at this. Well, at least we're getting good scouting from here. But anyways, so 55 troops for him, but like I said, he'll trickle them in over time. Get his settings sorted. And we're at Zionica, so swap this. There we go. So Fran Galvis is also set up properly, and he's going to defend Zionica. So we should be good here. They'll start gathering troops. As we start to collect battle loot, we'll go back and convert that. Instead of selling it, we'll convert it into XP for our troops so that we can actually fulfill our mercenary duties, which will, in the long run, I think, make us more money anyways. Do we still have all 3 caravans? We don't. Okay. Where is our other caravan then? There we go. We'll call him back in and we'll send him out. But I think what we'll do now is kind of a seek and destroy. So let's go to war with these guys up north. We'll try and find small noble parties that we can capture and fight. And then eventually... Oh, I can't pass this up. That's 50 looters. That's a lot of XP, man. Here we go. Got that one done. So when we take loot like this, instead of selling it from now on, we're just going to hang on to it. And then we'll take it back and convert that into higher tier troops. There's another 1,700 troops coming this way. There's 0 chance that castle holds. And if we had all our guys here, maybe it would help a tiny bit. They're not maxed out. And they definitely don't have high tier troops. So yeah, probably wouldn't make that big of a difference, unfortunately. Sea Raiders. Those guys probably are really strong. Sea Raider. Now they already crushed the militia, so that's not going to help. All right, what about this guy? 78 troops. I don't think we should be fighting people that have more troops than us, because we still don't have that strong of an army. We need to get all of our companions up to like 150, 200, 250, somewhere in that range before they start being actually useful in combat. So, all right, what are we going to do? We could travel around. No, let's get around these guys. We could travel around and just look for injured parties, or maybe like, yeah, villager parties. I guess we could start picking on caravans. Are we faster than caravans? We might be. Oh, here we go. This is a fairly weak party right here, and it has 24 cav. Which means I think we actually fight better than them. But there's way too many people there, so we can't do anything about that. There's 59 with 10 cav. Might be able to do something against these guys. Yep, there we go. And they're by themselves. Nobody's around, so let's try to catch them off guard. Here we go. Bounce power is still pretty close. So 10 cav, 4 horse archers. We'll try and deal with them first. Yeah, I wouldn't even know what I'm looking at here. So let's just get in there and fight. Now my guess is they're going to stay defensive except for those horse archers, which is fine. Send them first, and we'll go deal with it ourselves. It's only 4 of them. Here they come. Ooh, wow. 11 damage? We were going head on. Like, the amount of force that would generate is insane to only do 11 damage. Let's go. I guess I should have couch lanced. Alright, that one was in the face. I'm going to try to aim for the head if we can. But any hit is better than just completely whiffing. And we're getting stabbed to death here. There's a headshot. Alright, so 2 down. Stop shooting my troops, please. This guy's got no helmet. Alright, 3 down. And get the horse. The horse is not very well armored. One more. There he goes. All right, we can couch lance him. He won't really have much of a chance. There we go. Oh, 63. He survived it. Nice. He's gonna get pummeled here. Yeah, we just got like shot or stabbed. Whatever. You got hit in the side of the head. Let's get these guys back. We'll get a nice long line here so that we don't get flanked. Our cav needs to start covering for their cav, so just swallow them up if you can. Perfect. So we're dealing with their cav before their front line hits, which is good. Alright, why don't you guys go back there and deal with them, please? And then we need to focus on this front line. Alright, we got a few javelins. Let's use them. If anything, just take shields out. That's not that big of a deal. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. One shot the shields. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and charge the front line. Let's charge the back line as well. I'll have them focus on the cav first if we can. And then we need to get in here. These guys don't seem very well armored. So I don't know if it's better to use the spear or the mace. Let me switch to the mace. There we go. One down. Oh, wow. That guy's got a two-handed mace trying to whack us in the head. Alright, looks like we got it. We did take a few casualties here. I don't know if there's any losses. Get this guy's shield out. There you go, he's down. Alright, there's a couple archers over here, and then I think we're done. That was a good fight. You have no helmet on, you're just gonna get destroyed. There we go. Yeah, no deaths, 12 loss or 12 injuries, so not too bad considering this was an actual noble party. So we got 8 kills ourselves with polearm being the majority, so up to level 119. Ooh, look at that. Catherine Dearden with 4 kills. That's a standout right there, and a lot of one-handed. I do like to see that. Close, John Blackfarm with 3. A couple people with 3. Vilberto. But yeah, Catherine with 4 is the most. Alright, we will definitely take this person prisoner and then go drop him off at a castle or something. And, oh wow, they have a lot of troops. We'll definitely keep all those. We'll keep the prisoners. See if we get any upgrades here. Yeah, we do. And then, like I said, any excess stuff we'll donate. But let's get back, drop some stuff off. It's going to take me a little while to do that. That's kind of annoying to have to do that as well. But we don't have a whole lot of options here. Now, this guy's not nearly as fast as we are, right? No, he's the same speed as us. All right, so that's not going to work. We probably need to dump prisoners then, because I don't want to get caught. Dude, he's faster. Wait, we have the same speed. How's he faster? 52 cavalry. Holy smokes. All right, no, oh, my number didn't change. It just changed right now. Why? I was at 4.3 and he was at 4.3. And now I'm at 4.1. Okay, so Terrible's math didn't kick in right away. Let's dump our prisoners, except for the noble, because we can't afford to have anything slowing us down. Oh my. Okay, there we go. We move at 4.3 now. Yeah, that's just enough, so he's going to back off. All right, well, we lost our prisoners, but that's okay. We live to fight another day. So anyways, I'm going to move back home, try and avoid all these, and then we'll donate some prisoners. Hopefully our companions can still use them. Yeah, they're nowhere near this guy. Well, these two are maxed. This guy's not maxed out. So Gorlock, and Gorlock is where? Jamaris. Sweet, we'll go back to Jamaris then. Right, I had a crash and reloaded right after that fight, so we still have our prisoners. Luckily, that guy didn't chase us again the second time. I don't know what caused the crash. Nothing was popping up on my screen. I was just moving in the field, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. But here, we can donate this noble. That'll give us some relations with that clan. And then we are still heading to Jamaris, so let's go do that. Donate troops, and we'll be right back. Just lost another caravan, unfortunately. Slowfly? Was it? No, it was Ekroyd Thuades. Yep. So he got captured by Mostiros of the Eleftherois, so a mercenary faction. We should probably start executing those guys, because there's a lot on the map, and they're kind of annoying. And we want to be the only mercenary group, and then people will pay us more, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, dump our troops into this guy. It's 14 troops. He's almost maxed out now. And we'll hang on to the loot because we don't have any issues with storage. Like, we've got a massive amount of storage. So we'll just start stockpiling it. And then, like I said, we'll use that as a currency to increase their XP. So I think at this point, we're good. Let's go back and do it again. I actually saw a lot of smaller noble parties in this area. I don't know if there's a difference between the two, but let's go back this way. And we could fight these parties that have like 40 to 50 troops in them. And then hopefully get a little bit more action in here. Oh, also we have all those prisoners. Yeah, we don't really need it because converting prisoners is really slow and painful. So I'll donate it to Sirotos. That's fine. Yeah, Ekroyd will pay for his release. Let's just donate prisoners. It doesn't really matter. Maybe we can keep like the high tier, but not the Cav. I don't want to spend too much time on Cav. Yeah, so there we go. We'll just get these guys. And then also it would be nice to be able to recognize the elite troops versus the non. Oh, this is probably an elite troop then. Yep, it goes up to tier 7. That might not be a bad idea. These guys are not elite though. Yeah. Maybe that should be the criteria that we look at is, are they elite troops or not? This looks like a regular. Yeah, because they recruit. And see, look at this guy. Even at level 7 or level 6, his melee skill is only 150 because he's not elite, which it makes sense. I'm just saying, just because they're higher tier doesn't mean they're good troops necessarily. This is a very good troop here. So yeah, that's the Vizsla. Okay, so we'll try to focus on the elite troops at any tier, and high tier troops for any is fine. So that looks good. I'm an idiot. So I did the exact opposite of what I was trying to do. I donated the troops I wanted to keep. So anyways, we'll try it again next time. All right, here we go. We got to keep an eye on some of these parties. So this one is 14 cav and 7 horse archer. We might be able to handle that. All right, he's attacking us still, so he thinks he's a lot stronger. So we got to be careful. You know, one thing we could do is we can grab our ship and start fighting on the water. I feel like we would do better on the water than a lot of these guys. We could just travel up to Amor and start doing that. That might not be a bad idea, actually. We can become like privateers for the war. The only downside is if you look at our cargo space, it's not very good. But we can fix that just by getting an extra ship, something that has a lot of capacity. So maybe let's do that. I think that sounds like a fun idea. If we can get there, man, there's a lot of people up here. So it's going to be quite a journey doing this without getting caught. There's big parties everywhere. The good thing is we're quite a bit faster than the bigger ones that can take us on. Or, sorry, we're faster than the bigger ones that could take us on. Just need to slip by these guys. Okay, sweet. Yeah, they didn't come out. Now, one of the mods changes their calculus for who to chase and who to just give up on. If you're faster than a party, they will generally just ignore you because it's kind of a waste of time. So here we go. Amor, we can do it. Let's go to the port. We'll call our fleet. There we go. Now, I don't really care too much about these fishing ships. I guess we could just pick on them. Maybe that'll cause them to send some like a coastal patrol or something to attack us. But we'll take one fight like this. We can pay you. They've got one. We can pay you. Here's what we've got. One fish. Take them. No, that's not even that. You take it. You have a fish. But we want everything. Please don't kill us. We surrender. We could still fight them. Yeah, let's fight them. Yeah, it's going to decrease our relations with some people, but that's not that big of a deal. We got to be careful here because the fishing ship has very low HP, which means if we hit it flush with that cannonball at the front, if we hit it twice, it's probably going to be dead. Let's try not to blast it too badly. There we go. Let's try to just board it. We're supposed to be boarding it. What happened? Here we go. They're pulling up alongside us. I don't know if that's a good idea, but... Here we go. Let's get over there. Yeah, it's kind of sad. So like in the base game, these guys actually do have a chance against you, kind of. Like if they get a lucky hit or two. In RBN, they just literally have no chance. I guess if they stab you in the face, the open face, it could be a problem, but... Countrymen, what do these guys upgrade to? They don't. Which makes sense. You should not be upgrading peasants. We could take the fishing ship. So it only requires a crew of 10, has cargo capacity of 2,500. So we'll take it, and that'll increase our capacity here. I'd rather get a proper ship, something with like 12,000 capacity. So maybe let's just go back, turn that in. I don't want to be extra slow. So we can still repair, and let's go ahead and sell this thing. So this sells for 5,400, and if we go to our ships, we could... Oh, interesting, the fishing ship showed up here. I don't remember selling fishing ships before and having them show up in the inventory. They just kind of disappeared, so that's kind of cool. Now, this one only requires 6 crew, has a cargo capacity of 8,000, so that's probably what we'll do then. Just some dumpy little thing. But we do want to upgrade it, though. Can we get faster speeds? We can't. Okay, so we don't need any wartime stuff. We just need campaign map, because we're not going to use this thing in anything other than campaign map. So now... Yeah, we don't have any debuff from anything, so we're good. Mauritius. He's got a heavy. Let's stay away from that guy. But we can go along their coastline, see if we can pick off somebody. Dathma's being besieged, and we're getting chased now. This could be an interesting opportunity, though. Cav, horse archers, these guys are all going to perform very poorly on the water. So we might actually be able to do okay. 3 light ships. Oh yeah, you are so screwed. So we can easily sink a ship or two since they're all light. This is the Vang Vayag of the Cumans. So Cumans, yeah, these are mostly mounted. All right, they are, yeah, it says they're way outmatched here. I don't know why they attacked us. All right, now last time I tried to do this, I had issues getting away. So what I'm going to do is, I know we're not going to be able to outrun them necessarily. So let me just, I'll turn it a slight angle so that they're not completely getting free wind to chase us. Oh, somebody just got a kill with that front gun. Be careful, man. You're going to use all our ammo. Are they? Yeah, see, they're not that weak or damaged or anything, so we got to be careful with our ammo. If we keep backing up like this, I think we'll go towards a wind setting that they can't actually use to catch us. So, yeah, just slowly tweak it little by little. All right, here we go. We can start hitting them. Or not. Yeah, that was a terrible shot. That would have been good if we were shooting at the sails, but... Oh, there we go. He got a hit. Let's get a little bit of speed, and then we'll try and take the shot here. There we go. Good hit. That takes it... Oh! Dude, that did no damage. Okay, so maybe we can't sink this. 2,600. It's like not even halfway. So yeah, we have to hit it quite a few times to even have a chance at sinking it. Another one. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do it. And we're not getting away. They're catching us right now. What about this side? Just throw some metal their way. Okay, let's get off. And I guess I'm not going to pull them back. Just let them do what they want to do, because the AI just really doesn't like it when you try to adjust. Let's get some flanks on these guys. We don't want to get surrounded, so let's fall back a little bit. There we go, there's one down. Wow, that guy is tough. But we got him down. Another one. Dude, that guy is... What the hell? Okay, he's supposed to be a horseman. He looks pretty comfortable in the water to me. Alright, there we go. We got him. Alright, we're out of posture. We gotta be careful here. There's one. Alright, we can hold our own on here, I think. Can't handle a 2v1 against this guy. He's too strong for us, but... Dude, that shield is tough. There we go. Oh, we got a good hit on him. 80 damage. Alright, let's not get surrounded. And we can get some easy picks on these archers. We get a kick on him? Oh, man. Yeah, the kick is hard because with this mod that changes their attack speed. It's kind of hard to get him. Alright, there we go. We got a flank. And he's stunned. Perfect. That's one boat cleared. Let's get over to the other ones. There's 2 more over here. We took some damage. We gotta be careful. Can we get a flank? There we go. We're flanked. Oh, this might be bad. Can we jump over? No, we're dead. Shoot. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. I thought we had enough strength to do it, but we kept getting stun locked. We have high athleticism, but I think maybe they changed it so it's not just athleticism, it's your weapon skill too. There we go, they're getting stomped. Handful more, and then battle's ours. I mean, we definitely won this. Yeah, swarm them, boys. Swarm them. There we go. That should be it. We got it. 26 injuries, no losses, no deaths. We got 17 kills ourselves, which is pretty good. Got our Mariner skill up to 100. That's going to make a big difference. And I think same for other people. They're getting up to like 50, 60. That should help quite a bit, reducing the penalty you get. We hit 150 one-handed too. So let's start. We'll take some perks. All right, this guy we should hold prisoner. We don't really have the option of donating him anywhere. It's going to take us a long time to get there. So what I'm going to do is let him go so we at least get something for it. We don't need money, so donating him or selling him off is, I don't think it's a very good idea. Let's start collecting these troops that are going to be, oh, that's actually a really good idea. Yeah, so regular troops we will not recruit, Anything in the visual line we'll take. And then same thing with these guys. I think these are probably not good. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to take any horses. We will take the horses to sell them, the high tier. Yeah, we can get a little roguery XP out of it, but I think that's good for now. Got some upgrades. Oh yeah, we did. Second weapon slot. That is the mace. Oh, that's not good. Dude. They're changing our maces, I think. Let's see. Maybe they do have better ones, but yeah, like this one, I don't think this is a good mace. Okay, I'm gonna lock these in place actually because I don't like it when the AI does that. This one is really good on the base game, but for RBM, I think it struggles a little bit sometimes. But yeah, that took forever. So managing inventory for 70-something people, well, it's gonna get bigger than that, but yeah, it can be a pain when stuff like that happens. So this says the southeastern short mace was better. Let's take a quick look at the stats just to see. So swing speed, thrust speed, swing sweet spot. 90%. Now the blunt damage is 5. The weapon reach is only 48. So I know the AI will have a real hard time managing that. So yeah, I'm a little concerned that it thinks it's better. But yeah, that's okay. We got it fixed. We did pick up a ship, so that'll be good for our bosun XP. We'll repair it and send it back. Let's get out of here. Bosun up to 61. Now, it's interesting, even though these aren't the elite troops, they still pay you. I'm assuming they just pay it off of the tier, right? So a tier 6 is a tier 6, even though they're definitely not all created equal. So we make good money for selling those ones at least. And roguery XP. So we'll take Beast Whisperer here. This will give us free mounts while we travel. And for Mariner 100, we've got Morale, don't care. Captain is plus 25 fire damage dealt by your ship and crew. Don't really care about that too much. XP gained by party companions after each naval battle. That could help. Yeah, we'll take the companion one. And then for 150, I think this one also not really a big deal. So XP to infantry daily. Let's probably take the military tradition. Neither of them are really that good though. Oh boy, we have a lot piled up. Let me get through this. I got that sorted. Let's get back out on the water and take another fight. Oh, actually, you know what? We have 40 health. That's probably not a good idea. So I'm going to chill here for a bit. There we go. So everybody should be healed up now. I don't really want to pick on Sea Raiders right now and waste that opportunity. Let's try and just stick to fighting nobles if we can. Or even the coastal patrol. Anything that weakens these guys, I don't mind doing. All right, fishermen, we'll leave alone. This guy is big party. They have a single ship. Oh my god. They have a single light ship. Oh man. Yeah, you're definitely stronger than us on the land, but this ain't the land, sweetheart. You are completely screwed. Look at that one light ship. What is she even doing out here? All right, here we go. We could use a couple cannonballs to knock out the troops. I don't want to damage the ship too badly, but there we go. 4 kills. We'll take that. The rest we'll pick off. We gotta help these guys because they pushed on and they're just gonna... Is that? No, that's not ours. There we go. Alright, we're getting surrounded here. Yeah, we're about to go underwater, so... Try it again. Alright, I think at this point, let's just throw some javelins at that archer. There we go. Another one in the back. I'm gonna hit my own guy, so let's back up a little bit. Here we go. Oh, 4 damage. Dude's got some armor on him. Yeah, we need to get our mace over there. Alright, we're losing people. We should not be losing too many people here. There's one. There's 2. This is the guy we shot a couple times. Yeah, mace definitely shreds their armor. There we go. Crush through. These guys. Wait. Did I hit him? Oh, because they're on the... Yeah. They still have people, but they're on the gangplank thing, whatever. So they don't count as troops. That's kind of interesting. I feel like they need to actually be in the water. They consider that as being on in the water. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyways, we got 10 kills ourselves. No deaths, 13 injuries. That's way more than I was expecting, considering how weak they were. Bane with 3 kills. McLovin with 3 kills. Haven't seen him. Good job, McLovin.